Hi, I'm back. I'm Jill with Copycat Crafts by Jill. And as promised, we're going to be doing this first kit from Digitalmandragora. Um, they do have a shop on Etsy. I will link it, but I don't know if you can see that. In case you want to screenshot that, I will link the kit that we're doing today, and I'm going to list the next kit that I will be doing after this in between my regular projects. Um, I also just wanted to make note before we get started that uh, this paper was one of my Valentine gifts. Okay, not bragging, just saying. And I did go and I purchased a one-page, six, um, not quite tags, what would you call them? Cards, I guess cards, because this is what it is, and it's this size. And you get six on one page. Then I printed them out smaller, and I did take some of them and I backed them on this blackout paper. And I also used one of my brand new daubers with the sanding disc on it to sand on the sides. So I just didn't want anyone to think that this comes with the kit. I did buy this extra just because once I had the circus kit, which is what we're going to be putting together, I realized I had absolutely nothing in my stash that was circus. And, well, heaven forbid. So I purchased one sheet of six cards, and I'm going to also use them then as ephemera, because that's what they are. Okay, so I already cut everything out. These thick pieces were from some of my Tim Holtz stash, and I dug them out because they remind me of circus. Um, but all these pieces did come with the kit. Not this one. There's a couple little ones, but all these ones, they did come with the kit. This is the folio. I did my front and back super extra strong double. Not it was a mistake, actually. That's what it was. And it's because, of course, step one, of course, I printed, I didn't look at the directions. I just printed sheet A and sheet B on two separate sheets. Then when I read the directions, you're supposed to just print it on one and flip your paper and print on the back. And I thought, well, I'm just going to glue my two together and it will make it triple, double strong. And that's what I did. But for the one I'm putting together tonight, I did it correctly. I printed the A side, then I flipped my paper over and I printed sheet B on the second side, so it's one sheet. You will notice I didn't get my paper in fast enough, and I have a little white line. I'm going to re-ink that, but so this one won't be as sturdy as this one. This one is kind of hard, and I think everyone knows if you double cardstock, sometimes it does tend to give a problem when you bend it, when you have to crease it. Although this worked out fine, so no complaints. Here's a pocket, and this is kind of a belly bandy thing. The other thing I did was, this actually is a little bit bigger. I cut it down because when I stuck it in, I didn't realize it was supposed to be kind of like that. And I thought, oh, mine's too big. And the reason I thought that is because whenever the directions say don't or print borderless, right here, choose borderless during printing. I cannot do that. So all mine print with a border. So a lot of times mine comes out a little bit smaller than what yours will. And it will only be a little smaller, but I cannot pick borderless. So when I seen this was large, I just cut it down. Then I seen that was a mistake on my part. But it is what it is. Then these cute little flips and flaps. And then this one, I didn't put, there's a page to put in here. I didn't put it in. And then, like I said, she gives you stuff to decorate, and that was mine. And I did get a free, I looked online for a free printable, circus printable. And I found one with all these cute little circusy things. Again, that was because I truly, absolutely had nothing except this as circus. And I really did want just a few extra things to put in here. Some of these I didn't even cut out and ink yet, but the tickets and stuff I did. And you know, I like an array, and I like to really stuff them. So we will stuff them. So yeah, you can get the free. It was supposed to be 3 pages, but all 3 pages came on 1 page, which made like some of these things really little. And obviously they're not the absolute best quality. Again, because I got off Pinterest, so I wasn't expecting much. And it was free. And then there's the back, and then all the decorations, which we have. That's what we are going to be making. And what I like, it comes with the directions. I suggest you print out the directions and read them first. Go over them first. Because that way, as you print, and all the sheets are marked, sheet C, and the directions are quite self-explanatory, but it does give you a feel for, since once you cut them out, you can no longer have the sheet, whatever she's calling out, you know, sheet E, sheet F, sheet C. Now on these, you can, because they're going to get glued down, you could write them on. But I just find it's easiest when I go through the the directions, pick out the paper. Okay, so now I know that paper goes with these directions. Then step 2, I can read that, and these are all for step 2. It's just how I organize it. It's how I do it. You may have a better way for you, but that's how I do it. I am using coffee, archival ink coffee, which is what I used on mine. I'm using my 3-in-1 like Fabri-Tac so that I can have some play or movement time. And since in the first one I did red string, I'm going to just use embroidery floss and use blue around the closure on the inside just to change it. So I guess that's pretty much it. All we have to do is get started. So I'm going to put this over here out of my way, and we're going to start. When you print this out, the one side does have the little score lines on it. And then once you score it and ink it, you can't even tell where the score lines were, which are great. Thank goodness. But when you print it out, there will be score lines and the fold lines. So you will need a scoreboard or some way of making sure. If you don't have a scoreboard and you just fold it over and crease it, that works. Don't worry if you don't have a scoreboard. I am going to just re-ink on my edge, and that's what I get for not for trying to put the cardstock in. I always have paper in my printer, and when I'm going to use cardstock, I just pull out a handful and stick it on top of the paper, which sometimes leads to a little confusion on when I print something out and I accidentally print it on paper because I ran out of cardstock. to live in my mind. Okay. Okay, so we have step 1. Then we go to step 2. Now these directions work with a few of her folios that are exactly the same. They're just different papers. So when she did the directions, she obviously picked whatever paper, but they are the directions for this folio and a few of her other folios, which is really nice because while you're looking through her shop, if you find a few other folios, you know, once you put one together, it really starts to click. And that, I think that's really nice. Okay, so here we know we want, I always have this one upside down. This is the inside. So if we're making this the inside, this will be the inside. So it goes like this. Now, I'm going to bring out, whoops, I just dropped my stuff. I'm going to bring this out because you can see on this side is the one with the curtains. On this side, it doesn't have the curtains because our flap has the curtains. So that's just, I just wanted to show you that. Not that you can't, but as a matter of fact, you could, you know, you could probably switch it if you wanted to have a taller, less angled pocket. Put this pocket on here and these over here. You can flip it. You can make it yours, you know. Nothing's written in stone. Now I have to pick up all my stuff I dropped. And I already did these, and I did double or triple the backing on them because I like mine really sturdy. Maybe that's not a great thing, but I like mine sturdy. All right, so we're going to glue on this side first, and I just want to make sure, because mine, the points do come to really close, and you are welcome to round your corners if you want. Just have my hot coffee here because oh my goodness, my allergies. How can you have allergies in the winter? It's cold, and I know my sister and brothers and father, they're all shoveling snow half the day, and no, I'm suffering with allergies. Okay, so anyway, where was I? I have my hot coffee, have my winter clothes on. So what better way to spend a cold winter evening than in your craft room, crafting away, basking in the warmth and sunshine of our creativity. Okay. I am not going to round my corners, but you certainly are welcome. Probably smarter to start on this side. And get the, you just don't want to, for me, I don't want to have my corners off the edge, and I don't want to get in the way of bending my folio, so I'm trying to stay safe on both those areas. Do I have my, of course not, let me get my, sorry for the sound. just like to make sure that it's all getting contact. It doesn't appear to be a super right or wrong way on this one. So not going to worry about it too much, because on this side it almost all gets covered, but there doesn't really appear to be a right or wrong way, up or down. So yes, I hope anyone who's gotten snow or the snowstorm that has hit is staying warm and didn't get too much. I think the last I checked, it was like over 10 inches. That's an awful lot of snow. But to be honest, it's been a real calm winter. There has not been very much snow or snowstorms or ice, so let's just count our blessings. Okay, let me get this will be our cover, so I just need the other two pieces. And you can decide. For me, this says cover because it says, and this says back. So I'm going to put those on, just making sure they're going to fit where they need to without having to get trimmed or sticking off. I always fit it. Wait for the glue to shake down. Oh yes, so I actually went to I went on Etsy and I picked out even another folio, a little bit different from this. I purchased it when I purchased the 6 cards. I'm just addicted to these. I think they're so much fun. They take kind of all the worry out of, not that there's worry, but you know, you get it. You're using up your crafts, you know, supplies, and you don't want to make a mistake. And you want it to come out and look pretty, and there's times that you get it all together and then kind of look at it, whoop, and it didn't quite come out the way you thought it was gonna. Been there, done that. Oh, I did that backwards. Now I put that on my... Hold on. It's just like magic. And proof why Jill needs to use this glue. Isn't that? Everyone was probably telling me, everyone was probably yelling. You weren't yelling loud enough, obviously, because I heard nothing. And I was right here. But that is why I love this glue. And, I mean, you've seen I mushed it down. And I could still pick it up. If that's not a selling point, nothing is. Probably really wouldn't even have had to put too much glue back on it, but better safe than sorry. Okay, one more time. One more time. There we go. That's our front, like that. Not that I couldn't print on another cover. I certainly could. But anyway, so I am addicted to these. I just really am having fun putting these together, as well as coming up with our own stuff. I've been watching loads of videos and getting all kinds of inspiration and getting all kinds of ideas. And I was asked a few times. I will be completely finishing my last project, the folio journal. And once it's completely decorated and all blinged up, I'm going to do a flip through so that everyone can see what it completely looks like. Totally finished. Okay, so we're already done with step 2. On to step 3. Whoop. I mushed all my pieces together. This is a step 3. And this. Okay, now this is, for me, goes on this side. And step 4 are these pieces go on this side. And to decorate this, I do have those pieces over here in this pile somewhere. The heart and the little... I didn't put these on my other one. I actually wanted to. I just didn't cut them out because they're fussy cut. And I had not cut them out. But now that I have them cut out. Okay, now for these, I did make mine a tiny bit smaller. Again, because I printed mine with a border, which made it a little smaller. So I did have to just trim these. You won't have to do that if you can make yours borderless. If you can't make it borderless and you're like me and you just print them out with the border, it is no big deal. Just before you ink it, once you cut it out, test it, make sure it fits where you need it to fit. And if it's a little big, you just trim a little bit off each side and the top if you need to. The top and the bottom. This one goes in first. At least I'd put mine in first, like this. So that's where we're starting. I have to check to make sure I keep. Without my blue mat, I don't know when I'm not in frame. Also, before I put these on, that's where these come in. And I will need 2 brads, so I will pick out brads then. But before I do that, that ought to be fun because I can't get my pokey hole thing to be in the center. I don't know. All right, let's get this on. And you just want to make sure, I like to make sure that I get quite enough glue on there. As a matter of fact, because of like the mistake that I just made with putting the wrong piece on the side, if you have enough glue on there, it is way easier to pull it off or manipulate it for a much longer period of time. So, okay, I do want to bring it as close to the edge as I can. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is take it all the way over. I think, let me see, I don't know if I like that. Let's see. I want to see if this fits before I commit totally. Yeah, that fits. Okay, I can see if I can move it in a little bit. Yep, there we go. And then this goes down here. Whoop. Yep, like that. So we're going to glue that one in. Yep, and I will put all the links. I will even put the links to the 6 cards that I printed, but again, those do not come with the kit. That's an extra page you can buy if you want, and she does have other ones, other types. She has circus tags. I could hardly make up my mind. I had to just pull a trigger and get off of Etsy. Otherwise, I just keep filling my basket. Okay, just get some glue on here. Whoop. Glue on there. And I'm going to spin it so I can see it better. And put it down. Whoop, whoop, slide it up. Okay. Yep. Let me see. I just want to make sure that when they close that they're that they line up. It's good enough for me. So I'm just gonna make sure all these have a good connection. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. All right, let me get my little tiny little hole puncher. I think I left it across the room. Hold on, let me go get it. Okay, I got it. I'm going to try and mark where about the center perhaps is, maybe. Okay, I am calling that perfect. There lies the problem. Okay, let's see. I wonder if I could line it up. I mean, I don't know where if I lined it up. Nope, that won't work for me. So we're just gonna do that again. And I would use that one, except I see now it is not perfect, so don't know how others do it. All right. I think this time I'm going to use, well, this or gold. What do you think? Do I have just plain goldy ones like that? I think I'm going to use, whoops, where that one went, gold. That's what I'm going to do. And before I put them in, I just want to mark, like, I think I'll get my handy dandy centering ruler and okay, that's 2.5. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm not talking. I just find it easier to try to concentrate when I'm not battling. So, okay, that looks pretty good. I just want to put a tiny little dot because I'm not putting it way up there, but I want to see where it falls here. I didn't want to put it on the horse's mouth. So, I don't know why that one looks littler, but I'm going to put this one up there. Okay, so this one I'm going to put here. Okay, that's where I'm going to poke my hole. And that's where I'm going to poke my hole. Okay. Use this again. Turn it around and do this again. Okay. Now is when you can decide if you would like to put something to protect this piece of cardboard. You can put something round on the back around the hole. You could put I'm gonna get out my little, no, that's my big one. I'm gonna get out my little circle cutter, which is how I did those. And I'm going to get a piece of the cardstock that was that I kept as the backing. I could actually use the lighter, but we're going to go with this. And I'm just going to cut. You could go with something way smaller. Just going to cut a couple here. Something around way smaller. It wouldn't have to be that big. You could put it on this side so that when you put this on, you won't see it. And when I'm putting it on that side, I mark it. Then you can either use your pokey tool or this. I'm not having too bad of luck, so let's try this. Okay, then you glue this down. Let's just do it, right? We're going to glue this down. And really all this does is just give this piece a little bit of extra strength. Let me just poke my pencil through it so we know we're in the right spot. That way, when we put this on, it will be under that, like that. Whoop. Let's try that again. Okay. Like that. Now, I should have inked it. I'm going to take it off and ink it. Oh, I can't take it off. What am I doing? I should have inked it, though. So, we'll ink the next one. Where is it? Use this one. Got glue all over my hands already. Okay. let's just ink it a little so that it melts in a little bit better. This is the coffee. Yep, okay. So then I'm going to glue it there. Get my pencil. Okay. Rolling right along. Yep. And you could even go as far as to glue something, a round piece over it if you wanted. You know, it could even be a piece of circus type thing. But to be honest, I just think it adds to the vintagey look, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that gets folded in and that gets put like that. And then that is where I'm going to use the blue string. And to make sure I was in frame, I have to keep checking because I sort of wonder. Okay, so this gets put down here. So we are going to put that on next. So as you can see, once you read through the directions and you print everything out, you read through the directions and kind of check everything out, it's really a relaxing type, super beginner friendly, yet really, really cute. I'm not a beginner and I'm enjoying it, and I'm loving these. So, all right, now if you notice, one side has the round edges. For me, that says it goes on the bottom. Could be wrong. And then this is in here, and again, hers may have been a little bit taller. This is where she put her decorations in here. Again, hers might be a little taller. I just didn't feel it was quite big enough for all that. So I, again, have my own other decorations. I can decide if I want to, you know, add on to that page. Okay, and this is the only thing you kind of want to, if you're using it as a belly band type thing, you don't want to put it up too high. So, and I could be wrong. The round edges could be for the top, but for me, they're going on the bottom. You could put yours on the top if you want. And there it is. Now let's put our, oh my goodness, Jill. Gotta get some of this. Where's my scissors? I think, yes. Yes, you put it on one. Bring it up. Okay, I'm going to put it on the top. I think the last one I put on the bottom, but I'm going to put on the top. And the last one I did do, I used a thinner red. I do like the embroidery floss. It's really strong. Okay, here we go. I'm always a little challenged when it comes to knotting things. Okay, just cut that off. Now we go around. Usually it's a little hard at first till it gets itself settled in there. Till it learns it has to make room. Okay, I think that's enough. And then I always put a little loop at the bottom. You don't have to. I just do in case I ever want to hang a charm or something from it. But again, I'm very quite proud of myself there. All right. Here we go. I was just going to see, step 4, which we just did all that. Then it shows the cards. So let me get all the decorations. Have to keep juggling everything back and forth because I have so many different projects started. Hold on, still digging up some of the little pieces. Okay, there's some. Here's our first one we did. Here's another piece. Okay, and then here's the pieces we got extra for here. Again, this is supposed to be bigger. You'll see when you print yours out. Here's a little lion. I think he's super cute. Super cute. I love that one. Do get a tag, so I'm gonna get my thing. I'm gonna put a okay. Cats were acting up. Right, we're gonna put some matching string in there. I'm gonna do that. Double it. See if I can get double through the. Yes, I did. I got all of it through. Okay. All right, let's see what else we have here, because we do have this big one. I know, I do have, let me stick that one behind there. That actually might look better if I did that than that, maybe. Have to play with it a little. We do have this whole one to decorate. And I do have, can't believe I didn't leave that one out. I thought there's a piece that I don't know where I left that I knew I wanted to use. Maybe it's in my folder. Yes, it is. Okay, there's a piece that comes with that. It's obviously part of the circus. because this guy's in one of our cards. And I wanted to just fold it in half. You could even glue it down so that you have, didn't fold it very well, did I? You know, totally fold it in half correctly, and then put that in there to journal on. And if you glue this together, it's one sheet, or you could even find other papers. Can ink the edges, but for now, that's a piece to journal on. We have other cards, and well, we already put one of them in. We'll have this because he matches him and him. So we will put them in there. Put him in there. We have a couple of these tall ones. I'll put him over here too. He can stick out that way. Maybe that's how I'll do it. Oh, the options. I have all these little ones. Those are really cute. I might put him over here and put these little ones over here. And you could make extra little pockets to add like all these admission tickets and circus tickets. I mean, there's so many things. So, you know, it will end up being pretty full if you buy any of the extras. And I think if you go to her listing, she does, she does mention in the description what kits she has available that match with other kits. So she may even have this paper. All right, let me cover my glue before I dry that up here. But anyway, so there's so much I can't even get it all in, and I have to undo it to decorate. But yeah, so there it is. Now I have 2 to decorate. Actually, oh my gosh, you know what? You can't even tell which one I doubled on, probably because there's 1, 2, 3 pieces of cardstock all glued together anyway. So you really can't even tell. So yeah, I think these are really cute, and I can't wait to bring all these things over and just start gluing some on. So have a good time. If you check it out, let me get a look in my folder here. I think I wanted it to be a surprise, but I did show. I think this will be my next kit. It is called Vintage Flea Market. I will link the Vintage Flea Market and the Circus Girl in the description block. I will also link the extra cards that I bought. And if you have the blackout paper or other paper, you can back it. And if you do a search for free circus ephemera, I only found one. They all come up as the same. You may want to, you may not want it. But yeah, this will be the next one. And isn't it gorgeous? This one's going to be sooner than later. Probably not even a whole week. But yep. So I got my own project coming. I got to finish the folio journal slash project that I want to do a flip through of. And the next kit from Digitalmandragora on Etsy. I will also link their Instagram. And I look forward to doing this one next. So stay creative and stay warm. Hugs.